What's up everyone, and welcome to the first entry in our 5-minute flyer series, where we show you how to quickly create an eye-catching and professional looking flyer in minutes. So let's jump in and get started. To begin, we'll select Create a New Flyer in the main menu. Here, we're given several options to choose from for our canvas. Since most flyers are done in letter, we'll go ahead and choose this as our size. Before we start designing though, we have to name our flyer. Now, a local nonprofit organization is hosting a charity softball game to raise money for breast cancer research, so we'll give it a name that's related to the event. Then, we'll go down to Create to open our flyer. Because this is for a softball game, we think the Haynes 42BA would be a perfect fit for their event. So let's start by searching for the product number in the Find Product tab. Once it pops up, drag and drop it onto the canvas, and uncheck everything on the right side of the Layer Options panel except for Photo. And we'll select the third option in the Layout section above to center align the text. We'll need this for our next step. Since we're only showing them one product, we can resize the image so that it covers a majority of the flyer. This allows the client to see all of the detail in the shirt. Now, because our client doesn't require a lot of information about this shirt, by duplicating the product image and unchecking Photo, we can separate the text from the image and select the basic information they would need, which is the name, number, and the price. This gives us the freedom to move the text around the flyer and also the option to adjust the bounding box however we want. With the basic information in place, now it's time to have a little bit of fun. We can use stock photo sites to add flair to the overall design of the flyer. If you don't have a subscription to a stock photo site, you can find images free for commercial use on any of these sites I've just shown you. I like to use Unsplash a lot, so we'll go ahead and start here. We'll search for keywords that best fit the overall design we're going for. By typing in softball, it brings up ideal images, like this image of a ballpark, which we'll use for our flyer. Once it's been downloaded, we can use it as our background, but first, we'll have to upload it to the flyer builder. Doing so is a simple click on Add Images and upload an image, and find the folder that you downloaded your photo to. It'll take just a few seconds to finish, and once it has, find it in the list below and drop it onto the flyer. We could bring this behind the product image by going to the Layer Options panel and find the arrows next to the layer name. We'll click and hold them to drag the layer to the bottom of the list. Doing this, we can now select the layer to resize it, so that it fills up all of the space on the flyer. From here, we'll test out what looks best for the design. Flipping it a few ways, we can see that the image likes to fight with the text, like it is down here, and distract from the image as you can see by his head. We'll want something more like this, here, where we can see that the product image and text has room to breathe, and these lines curve in to direct our eyes towards the photo. Now, as I look at the flyer, the most important information can't be read. We'll use two separate yellows for the text so that it stands out from the background. For the product name, we'll use a brighter shade of yellow, while the number and price, we'll use a more muted shade so that the client's eyes can naturally read the information. Now, our clients should know who to contact if they have any questions, but we'll go back to the Add Image tab to find our logo and place it in the bottom right hand corner of the flyer, just like a baseball card. The placement of our logo looks great, but it blends too much into the background. There needs to be separation between the two, just like we did with the product information. In the Add Shapes tab, we'll drag a diamond onto the flyer and place it behind the logo, just like we did with the background. We'll change the color to match the product information so that we stick with the same color theme throughout the flyer. We'll also give the shape texture by lowering its opacity about 20% to allow the background to show through. The logo should have a comfortable fit within the shape, so we'll go ahead and adjust it until the logo sits well within the diamond. By looking around the flyer, we're coming to a good endpoint where we can place the client's artwork onto the product image. And we'll do this in the same way we uploaded our stock photo. We'll place it in the middle of the shirt, rotating about 8 to 10 degrees, which makes it look like it's aligned with the shirt. Changing its opacity about 30% allows the texture from the shirt to show through, giving the effect that the logo has been printed onto the shirt. With the flyer nicely wrapped up, we can send it out to our client through the Save and Share tab on the left. Here, we can make changes to the flyer name before saving it, but we'll keep what we originally came up with and click Save and Continue. This takes a few minutes to fully save, so we'll just skip through this for the sake of the video. And when the flyer is finished, we can then download it as a PDF. This will save it onto our computer so that we can send it out to our client later in an email. And with that, our flyer is complete. I hope you've walked away with a better understanding of how quickly Flyer Builder can help you market your products in a fun way. So, until next time, stay creative and I'll catch you later.